Good morning and welcome to this regular session Grant County Commissioners meeting. We'll be out of recess. The prayer will be led by Mr. Poling with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mr. Stewart. If you would stand.
Lord Jesus, we come to you this day. We ask you to guide us in the county's business, make us make great decisions, and make us all be a team. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Please join me and face the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll move on to claims. We have claims dated 8/11/2025. Pre-approval was given 8/11/2025. General fund, $133,143.65. Other, $129,026.72. Highway, $171,129.34. Grand total, $433,299.71. A motion to ratify claims dated 8/11/2025.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve and ratify claims dated 8/11/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to claims dated 8/18/2025. General fund, $406,269.48. Other, $216,411.75. Highway, $226,828.48. A grand total for the claims dated 8/18/2025, $849,509.71. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve.
Second.
I'll make a motion we approve that.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve claims dated 8/18/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to a pre-approval claim to ratify. Approval date was 8/7/2025. $8,411.35 will be paid to Garage Force.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve a pre-approval of claims dated 8/7/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to payroll. We're to payroll number 17. Pre-approval was given 8/12/2025. The pay date was 8/15/2025. The gross amount was $691,861.18. Is there a motion to ratify?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to ratify and approve payroll number 17. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to minutes. You should have received copies today as well as electronically. We'll do the minutes of the executive sessions. Executive session on August the 4th. Another executive, you want to do the times. August the 4th at 11:28 a.m. August the 4th at 9:08 a.m. August the 4th at 9:28 a.m. August the 4th at 11:05 a.m. Is there any questions or comments regarding the minutes of the executive sessions?
Mr. President, I'm going to move that we approve August 4th, 9:08 and 9:28. I was not here for the last two, so I'll abstain on those.
I'll make a motion that we do August 4th at 11:05 and August 4th at 11:28.
So you just want to approve them all and abstain, or?
Yeah. I'll make a motion that we approve all the minutes. I looked them over, I didn't see any changes.
Okay.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve all the executive session minutes as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Note the extensions from Mr. Stewart for August the 4th, 11:28, as well as August the 4th, 11:05.
Thank you.
We'll move on to the Grant County Commissioner Special Meeting Minutes of July the 31st, 2025. Are there any questions or comments regarding those minutes?
I'll make a motion that we approve the special minutes for July 31st, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the special meeting minutes from July the 31st, 2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now we'll move on to the Grant County Commissioner regular session minutes of August the 4th, 2025. Are there any corrections that need to be addressed with those minutes? If not, I entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the Grant County Commissioner meeting minutes from the regular session of August the 4th as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Those minutes are approved as well. Is that all we have, Beth?
Yeah, that's it.
We'll move on. It looks like we've received no monthly reports. We'll move on to communication board updates, elected officials, boards, or special committees. If you would, come to the podium. Want to give the commissioners an update? Not seeing any. We'll move on to the EMA report.
Good morning.
Morning.
We think the heat wave is going to break this week, we're hoping. All has been really pretty good through that. We stay in constant contact with our shelters. They have been doing well, having EDA resources, so that's actually worked out well. We did receive, last year we applied for a training center support grant for the training center on Garthwaite Road. We were awarded that. It's a $10,000 grant. So we'll be doing some upgrades to the facility out there. The state's also going to provide probably another $5,000 or $6,000 in materials. So we hope to start work on that later this year. Mill Township trustee is the financial agent, so Ange, we kept that off your plate.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, we ran that through them. And also, we have about $4,000 left in the grant that we did apply for that has been the HSSP grant that's been run through. So we're going to use that money to buy tables for the facility out there. So just trying to stay ahead of that ball game. And that's in conjunction with working in conjunction with Grant County EMS. They've already purchased some chairs, so just trying to stay ahead. That's pretty much all I've got for now. Do you have any questions?
Are there any questions of the members?
I guess I do have a request for, you want me to do that now for the?
No, let's wait.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 8, Central Dispatch Report. Mr. Hicks?
Good morning. So far this month, we've dispatched 4,178 police calls, 307 fire calls and 560 EMS calls. So it's been quite a busy month so far. Last week on Thursday, I worked with FirstNet, AT&T, and Cubic, and our push-to-talk system has went live. So we have our 4 dispatch channels now on the push-to-talk system with the AT&T FirstNet. I would travel to Iowa over the past weekend and took my handy device and was able to listen to and communicate with Grant County from Davenport, Iowa. So it's going to be very beneficial to our EMS partners who travel outside our area for transports, our law enforcement who travel wherever for whatever. So I'm excited to get that up and running. We'll start rolling that out with them as they become interested in it. So we're looking forward to that. And then also, just a reminder, tomorrow we are taking 7 dispatchers to Jasper County Fairgrounds for Expect the Unexpected, put on by David Showalter and Company. That is paid for by the state 911 board. That is an 8-hour class. I did get transportation arranged through the sheriff's office. They are giving me a van to take tomorrow, so I will not need to rent one. Do you have any questions? One more thing. We did hire a dispatcher this past week. She started on Monday, so we have 2 openings. We got 3 applications today, maybe, and we're getting those started, and we're hoping to do some interviews later this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Move on to item number 9, IT report. Mr. Elliott?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Yep, so I pretty much just have one new item for you today. I should have all the pricing and stuff for the EMS office. I should have the 3 quotes for all that at the next meeting. So they sent it to me today, so I'll get it to you in your packets. One second. There we go. All right, so as I was saying, the new item I have for you gentlemen, I believe I sent you all an email regarding Monroe Township. And basically they were, they don't really have an IT staff, and they were using I think it was a Hotmail is what the previous head person over there was using, and I guess that person passed away, and then they didn't have access to it, and you know, it just caused all sorts of issues. Brett Edstein from the state IoT, he reached out to me, and Jeff from Monroe Township, he also stopped by last week, and he was asking about, you know, us, you know, hosting an email for him, because we have the in.gov email domain. So that was a requirement we did back in 2023, I'd like to think. So.
Yeah, I know I've seen the email. I know we talked a little bit about this,
Yeah.
Marcus. I think that we probably need to have a policy
Correct,
drafted
yes.
for
Yeah.
the townships to be able to use the county.
Yeah,
email.
so that was basically, I mean, I just figure I'd come up front and basically, you know, put in that request to see what it would take, if that'd be something you gentlemen that you would like to pursue. Jeff from Monroe, he did say that they would be willing to compensate the county or pay for the mailbox. It's about $3 to $5 a month for a mailbox for the system. So.
I think that's something Mr. Harker maybe could work on, is the policy for each township to be able to have
Yeah.
1 or 2 or 1 email address.
I know we currently also host CASA as well, and it's been set up that way even long before I started working here. So, I mean, that was something that, you know, previous commissioners, they had set up. So I don't know if we want to make sure we have something that would also
If there's
encompasses them, or like any third party.
If there's any other areas you can think about, we probably should have a policy on who
Right.
and why, and that way it's just clear for
Yeah,
everyone.
absolutely. Yeah, so I just wanted to formally bring that to your attention. I know I sent it via email last week.
I don't see any issue with at least allowing the townships to
No.
It's something I just need to work on.
Okay, all right, that sounds good, gentlemen, that's all I have for you today.
Thank
All right,
you.
yep, thanks again, guys.
We'll move on to item number 10, the Highway Department report. I don't think he was gonna be here today, so he said he didn't have much to report on as well. We'll move on to item number 11, the Health Department report. Morning.
Good morning. Mine will be fairly brief. We had our first prenatal food box distribution on the 7th. It went kind of a slow start. The state had emailed reminders the day before, and turns out most moms didn't check their email. So we're going to try this Wednesday, we're going to send text reminders the day before. We did have 12 people show up. We had 6 no-shows that we were able to take that and distribute it to young moms in the community that were in need. Other thing, we're taking resumes to fill an open position with our communicable disease nurse, and the flu vaccine has arrived. We're setting up clinic dates and some clinics out in the community, and I'll fill you in on that when it gets set. Okay, any questions?
Any questions from the members? No?
That pregnancy, is that every Thursday?
No, it's the first and third Thursday.
Okay.
And then I feel like the setup out here worked fine. I didn't hear any complaints about them getting in the way or anything. So.
Just want to make sure I knew.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anything to report from the county administrator or HR?
Just briefly, Felicity and I, Felicity's been working on gathering acknowledgements on the, well, I can let you talk about that.
Yeah. So it's come to our attention that we are missing acknowledgement of county handbook policy from a not insignificant number of people. Just when, things crossed over and new handbook was used or new employees came on, we don't have them on record. So I'm working on updating that to make sure we have it all in case a situation arises where we need to show that they did know what was in the policies. It's going pretty well, pretty responsive across the board on that. We also have 11 open positions. We're taking applications for 10 of them at the moment. So various departments are conducting interviews and taking care of that on their side.
You have anything else to
Nothing to
We'll move on to old business, Assistant County Attorney Connor Sullivan contract. I don't believe we have anything prepared, so I think we can remove it from old business. We'll move on to new business. Item number 1, we're gonna go ahead and remove it from new business. We'll move on to item number 2, landscape design review. Commissioners should have in their packet, we contracted with Watson's to give us a design proposal for the courthouse. I have not had a chance to meet with Josh from Watson's yet, but in your packet you can see the estimated cost of the landscaping around the courthouse, and you can see the design as well. There's 2 different options that they proposed. One would be which essentially we've already taken the steps, where our maintenance and highway would remove the old, and then Watson's could come in and install the new. And so I think at this point, I'm not really asking for any decisions to be made. This is new to me as far as landscaping design around the courthouse, but I would like for us as commissioners to approve a design layout. That way we could quote it out from other landscapers as well, not just Watson's. The idea of Watson's was to give us the design, so they have fulfilled that. I'll meet with Watson's this coming week. And then, like I say, I'd like to go ahead and quote it out. Do you have any changes or corrections or anything else you'd like to add to the design?
So to be clear, we're not accepting these contracts from them.
Correct. I think we'll go ahead and give this, this picture, the design, to whoever wants to quote it out, the work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The motion will be to bid out the services based on.
Well, I don't know if we want to bid it out, but we'll just quote it out.
Yeah.
So a motion to quote it out based on this design? Does that work?
Yes. So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to quote out the courthouse landscaping work around the courthouse based on the design from Watson's.
Did we compensate them for the design work?
Yes.
We did.
Yes. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 2 under new business, grant request, the Health Department.
Morning.
Morning.
The 2025-26 Public Health Emergency Preparedness Grant, it's actually a July to June grant. The state was just very late getting it to us. We are seeking your approval to continue receiving this grant for another cycle. Allows us the ability to enhance our local preparedness and be response ready in public health and healthcare emergencies. There are 13 deliverables that the preparedness coordinator has to fulfill by the end of the grant cycle. It's a reimbursable grant, and I haven't gone to council yet because I'm waiting on your approval. We've been receiving this since 2001, and it is required that we have this position filled if we receive HFI funds, which we do. So David Glenfield has reviewed it and didn't find any issues with it, and I will gladly entertain any questions.
It runs July to July, right?
July to June.
July to June.
30th, right.
Okay.
And he's been working anyway.
This is the one I don't like, right?
It is the one you don't like, yes.
It sounds like we have to have it though. Yes. Are there any other questions or comments?
Sir.
Thought I'd entertain a motion. Marty, have you reviewed that on our behalf?
I have not.
I think that we should at least pen it approving his approval.
I'll make that
That
motion.
way.
That we approve it pending Marty, Mr. Harper's review.
Sure.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the preparedness grant pending Mr. Harper's approval. Are there any other questions from the members?
Sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Can I
Motion
make
carries.
one request? Can I go ahead and present the budget to the council with the notion that this is pending approval? Just to get it moving, because he has been working since July 1st unpaid.
Yeah, no, I don't see
Yeah,
an
I
issue.
just
That's
tell me
okay.
it's pending,
Yes,
one.
pending approval. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll move on to item number 4, certification of a recommendation on zoning map amendment, area plan.
I don't know that he's in here. This was given to me by,
Petition.
okay, okay.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, with Mr. Saunders is here. At the last month's area plan commission, we approved to move the requested zoning change from general business to residential, and it approved unanimously.
So we just need a motion to accept, or do we allow public comment, or how's that work?
I think Me personally, you can jump in here, Marty, but I think we did the public comment area plan, so they were just looking for our approval.
Correct.
Mr. Saunders is here if you have any questions for him.
I have no further questions.
It was kind of a no-brainer. There was really nothing.
So it's a certification, a recommendation from the area plan,
Maybe.
the partial.
Changing from general business to residential.
They give it a favorable recommendation. And it was, like I said, it was unanimous. And then it gets moved to us for final approval.
I entertain a motion.
So I'll make
moved.
second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the recommendation from the area plan on a favorable rezoning map amendment, docket number 01125. Are there any other questions or comments? The requested zoning change is from general business to residential, which would be R3. And it is in accordance with IC code 3674608. The Grant County Area Plan Commission hereby certifies this recommendation to the Grant County Board of Commissioners for their legislative action. The zoning map amendment is not effective unless adopted by ordinance by this legislative body. Are there any other questions from the members?
Sir.
If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Same sign. Motion carries.
Motion carries, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll move on to item number 5 under new business, EMA vehicle purchase request. Mr. Jackson.
Well, we decommissioned 2 vehicles earlier this year through the public auction. So we're down some vehicles and would like to purchase a new one to replace those. And maybe looking forward, try to stay ahead of our fleet so that again keeps maintenance costs down. And also provides safe vehicles for our guys that are out there in the worst conditions. We only get called out when it's bad, so normally. So we did receive 3 quotes, Hunter Ford, John Jones in Southern Indiana, who also is a state bidder, and Mike Anderson Dodge. It was respective, so Hunter Ford come in at $48,404, John Jones was $44,972, and Mike Anderson was the low bid at $40,507. Both Mike Anderson and Hunter Ford bid 2026 models, where the other was a 2025.
Are there any questions? I mean, Mr. Jackson, you have some funds available, right?
So we do, we have $30,000 in our equipment fund. We could put toward that, obviously fall a little short. $10,000 roughly, $10,500 short.
So I think what my recommendation would be is if we approved the purchase of this vehicle, he's gonna use his funds, the 30. I think the difference, if allowable, that we could use the vehicle line item in CCD to pick up the difference if the commissioners so choose. Obviously, we did have some revenue from those vehicles that were sold. Could offset some of this as well. I think that's a useful use of that line item. I believe there was 60,000.
I didn't bring.
I think. So I think that that would be the request, that we allow Mr. Jackson to go ahead and purchase the cheapest Durango, the 26 model, allow the difference be acquired by the commissioners through CCD, the vehicle fund.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to allow the EMA director to purchase the Durango, the 26 model at the $40,507. He'll use his funds first out of his equipment line item, the $30,000, and the difference will come from the commissioner's CCD fund line item vehicle insurance and just coordinate that with our administrative executive and Angie as well. And then, I think that's all. Is there any other questions, comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So how many vehicles in total will that be?
That will put us at 7? Yeah, 7.
Still down one?
Yes. That doesn't include, I guess, 8 if you want to include the bus, our command vehicle. So that would be the eighth vehicle. But as far as vehicles that we routinely use, we're at 7. So we're down.
So you're down one.
Down 1 now, correct.
And we do, as you may know, we do have a vehicle policy purchasing ordinance in place now. And so there's a correct way to title the vehicle.
Right.
Just work with the administrative executive to make sure that we're following our procedures.
I believe all of our vehicles are titled commissioners.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you very
it.
much, it's greatly appreciated.
Yep, thank you. Thank you. We'll move on to item number 6 on our new business, the opioid settlement. Administrative executive.
So, and Angie may be able to clue us in a little bit more about this, but this is a settlement amount that communities can request to be a member of and receive funds from, and we've done it for several years in the past. This is a settlement from Purdue Pharma due to the opioid crisis that was still hampering our communities. So just asking your permission to allow me to sign this online so that we can continue to receive these funds. They come on an annual basis, right, Angie? That's correct.
What's the funds and how much are they?
We don't know yet.
I mean, average of them from what we got before.
It depends on the pharmaceutical that's being sued, how much we're gonna actually receive.
I did see an email, maybe it was 38,000 that was due.
I'm not sure if
Was
that one was for
this?
this.
That
or
could- I think that was
another
for-
one.
Community corrections.
Okay.
This is all.
Yeah,
What
right.
fund does this go into?
Huh?
What fund does this go into?
Part of it will go into the opioid restricted, and the other part will go into the unrestricted funds.
Okay.
Is it 2/3, 1/3 breakdown?
It's something like that, yes.
Is there any questions or comments from the members? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from Commissioner, I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to approve the signage of the opioid settlement agreement. Are there any questions from the commissioners? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Are there any other new business items that either commissioner would like to present? We'll move on to public comment. Come to the podium and state your name and address for the record, and we'll allow a 2-minute time frame.
Deborah Kane, Center Township trustee. So I just want to add to the conversation about the request for the email. The state is now going to require for townships, for security reasons, to have a .in gov email address, and it's expensive. So I think
You need one? You
No.
need one? Marcus, you need one?
I think, yeah.
I have one, because I had one. Well, I am also the area director, East Central area director, so I had a meeting with all the township trustees just last week, and we were talking about that. It's expensive for us to go out and purchase our own, and so that's why that inquiry was made. And so if I could also be on that conversation, because I'd like to make it to where it's not her trustee's name, like Deborah Kane at grantcounty.in, but Center Township at Grant County, to make it under the township, so as we have trustees
that way you don't have to
turnover,
change
you don't have to keep changing the email.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So we could kind of
You know, I think we could
be involved
include
in
that in the
I'd
policy.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Are there any other public comments? Anyone online? When's our next regular meeting?
Second September, Tuesday.
Our next regular meeting will be September the 2nd.
And that is Tuesday.
That'll be a Tuesday because of the holiday. Anything else? Thank you, we'll be in recess.